Vito is right. I did take his money. And you know what? I don't regret it.
Wow, looks like your good friend is not very happy that you lied to him.
I should have told you the whole story, but I didn't want you to get dragged into it.
Already dragged into it.
I mean, dragged into it even more.
Sounds like you have no idea what he's capable of.
Let's not waste time. You want your money? I'll return your money.
Wow, suddenly so righteous, huh? How come only now you decide to pay back, after all these years?
I just want you to leave my family alone.
Tony, you sure you want to do this?
Give me some time. I'll pay you back and then we never see each other again.
Now you're very good at talking big. When you thought nobody knew you took my money, you act blurred.
Tiger Sam will be my witness. I'll pay you back your money and you leave us alone. Deal?
If you say so.
Hey, are you sure you got all of them?
I make sure to keep them properly, especially since I sold the money into the linings.
You better hope it wasn't eaten by the white ants.
I only use a few different shirts and pants to hide the money. Now, the thicker ones, darker colors, so that even Hui Jing won't notice, just like this one.
So she didn't know you took money from Victor?
No, and I want to keep it that way.
What are you two doing with all those old clothes? Why does it smell so stale in here?
Remember this shirt? I wore it on our first date.
Yeah, I remember thinking, why this fella so orbit?
We didn't have the money to go dancing, you know, disco, like top 10 club.
Then you know what he'll do? He'll buy all these cassette tapes and then he'll play them on his mother's radio at home and then we'll have our own little dance party there.
But only when my mom was outside playing mahjong with her friends.
So, you want to wear this or what? You better wash first.
No washing. I know somebody who is taking old clothes for recycling. I want to pass them to him.
That's a good idea. This was all taking up too much space anyway. You want me to help you?
No. Tiger Sam is helping me. Anyway, he is just giving to the Karang man. Nothing much.
Okay.
I'm busy. Bye. What do you mean you've been caught for spying? Who's this fella?
I told you, I was spying on him when he caught me and refused to let me go.
You bother listening to him? He's a kid.
Kid, I'm 13.
Exactly.
So you're gonna arrest her?
For what?
It's very simple. I was minding my own business when I realized I've got a tail.
Meaning Shufan?
If she's trying to be discreet, she's not very good at it.
Hey, you tricked me!
I didn't trick you. You fell into my trap. There's a difference.
He made me follow him to a dead end and confronted me.
Of course, the Protection from Harassment Act is a thing. I have a reason to believe I was a victim of an unlawful stalking, which is why I decided to call for a citizen's arrest.
Well, a citizen's arrest can only be made for serious non-bailable offences. Maybe brush up on your criminal procedure code. Good day. Let's go.
We're not done here. Officer, I understand you just put an all-nighter, but your friend here needs you to vouch for her.
How did you know that?
1, your face and hair are greasy. My day just began. For you, it just ended. 2, you smell like a mix of sweat and air freshener, probably from being in your office for the whole night. 3, the creases in your shirt here, here, and here are just long periods of sitting. Shall I go on?
I was sure I had more than that. In total, it's only about half of what I owe Victor.
I don't think that Xiao Gao will be happy with just half.
Actually, I was planning to save up over the years when Tess was in jail, just in case I needed to pay back one day.
Then what happened?
What do you think? Working as a cleaner, I'll pay only 1,000 plus for don't know how many years.
Maybe you can bargain with him.
We try to save what we can, but every year things just become more and more expensive.
At least we can pay him back something. Maybe in installments?
I think there's no other choice.
So now you need to find out why this lady was following me, whether she's guilty of a crime, and decide whether to arrest her.
Crime? Please lah, boy. Okay, fine. I was following you. But that's just because you look like my friend's son. I wanted to be sure. You know my friend, Pei Ling?
Yes, Pei Ling, yes.
Her son, Brayden. He's about your age. But then until you so-called arrested me, then I realized I got the wrong boy.
So this was all a misunderstanding. Glad we cleared it up. Are you happy now?
Happy?
I accept your explanation.
Now it's your turn to talk. You seem like a very observant young man who's very interested in law.
Ace, nice to meet you. I heard you're a policeman.
He's a very tough interrogator.
I'm telling you, I saw Sivan earlier. He's even more of a mess than before.
He's probably stressed about a case or something.
You're in denial.
Please, he knew the deal right from the start. Fake relationship so that Vasundhara would stop bugging him about getting married.
How can you do that to that poor boy?
News travels fast. Look, even if what you guys are saying is true, it's not my fault that he chooses to have feelings for me. That's his problem. Anyway, you both are wrong. Bye.
I think there's something going on with your father. He's giving away his old clothes to some Karang-Guni men. Even the shirts he used to wear when we were dating.
He should sell them, Mum. People are really into the vintage look these days.
You know how sentimental your father is. What if he regrets it one day?
Just leave him be, Mum. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
You better come with me. I want to make sure he doesn't do anything he regrets.
My father was in the police. He was one of the top undercover detectives. I want to be like him one day.
Was?
He died when I was very young.
Sorry to hear that.
My mom doesn't like to talk about him. We don't even have any photos of him at home. I guess it's hard for her.
That's very understanding of you.
Your father was also a policeman, right? Is that why he became one?
Don't look at me like that. I told you he's a good interrogator. Very fierce.
I can share more with you in the future. And if you're really very keen, I can show you how I work.
How's tonight?
What do you think they're talking about?
Deciding on a price?
I'm going to stop him. I just know he's going to regret this.
Mum, just let him do whatever he wants. It's his clothes anyway.
I need more time to get the rest of the money.
Boss say this is a joke. You say you'll pay back, but this is not even half.
Hey, he can pay back by installment. You tell your boss, Tiger Sam guarantees that he pays back in full.
Boss, you heard? Okay. You better make sure your good friend pays out. Otherwise, we'll look for you to settle. This is the last time. No more favors from now on. Boss gave you a lot of face, right?
I have half a mind to go and take your father's clothes back from that man.
Again, it's his clothes. He can do whatever he wants with them.
At the very least, I would have gotten more than what that Karang-Guni man paid him.
Come on, Mom. Anyone who gives stuff away to Karang-Guni is not looking to make money, okay?
Did you happen to see how much he got?
No. It all happened too quickly.
That's the problem with your father. Always too nice. And then letting other people take advantage of him.
So are you going to tell me why were you following that boy or not?
Only if you promise not to get angry.
What did you do?
I know you told me to stop looking into La Meisin, but that day, right, I happened to pass by.
Oh, happened too.
And Ace was there. And he had a luggage with him.
What?
And the way they were talking, right, it's quite like... I don't know how to say.
Where is he going or where did he come from?
That's what I was trying to find out.
Do you think Lam Mei Xin is his mother?
It's possible.
So the so-called father he was referring to is...
It's yours. Maybe.
So this fella could be my half-brother. And what am I supposed to do with this piece of information?
Could be only what?
It could be. So it could be that my father didn't just had an affair. He had another family.
Thanks for your help, really.
Don't mention. You did it for your family.
If I was better at doing business and I didn't have to close shop,
You did what you did to protect your family.
can two wrongs make a right?
No point thinking about this. What's done is done. Just do the right thing now.
I kept it from my wife for so many years.
One day, if Hui Qing really find out about this, I'm sure she will understand if you explain it properly.
I hope so.
I think there is more. Can you go inside and help me to take?
Okay.
Hey, don't have to run. Slow down. Why do you always have to run? You have to take care, you know.
The more I do, the less you have to. You always take care of me. Why can't you let me take care of you?
Silly boy. Come.
You know, Ace reminds me of somebody.
Eh? I thought you were the one who said you don't want to bother with Miss Xin anymore. Stop investigating her. Don't know what.
I just can't figure out who it is.
Of course it's you. You're his koko.
No, I'm not. For all we know, Lam Mei Xin could be his aunt, guardian, or a family friend.
Or maybe because he reminds you of your father?
There's just something else about him.
Hey.
You know, people like Xiao Gao Victor, one thing they hate is people who bao toh, who go to the police. I know. Especially in jail. These people really have a hard time. Everybody look down on them.
Good thing I'm not in jail.
Any progress?
Still moving.
Honestly, I was quite surprised you suggested this. Doesn't seem very you.
I had a problem. I need to deal with it, so I dealt with it. It's like what you say about being a man.
Agreed? Hey, you're not scared. These guys will come after you.
People like Xiao Gao Victor, they make enemy very easily.
It's a Xiao Gao after all.
Even somebody bao toh, there's no way he will know who it is.
True.
Could be anybody.
It was a good idea. Very creative.
I don't have many skills, but sewing is one thing I'm quite confident.
Wow, so tight. Can't even tell there's stitching here.
Good thing the tracking device is quite small. If you feel it, maybe you think it's just part of the bag.
Good thing I managed to get this old phone to work. Mrs. Wong actually picked it up from the bin center.
Good thing you asked her. It's better if the tracking device is not linked to our phones.
She has so many phones. Some of them are not even smartphones. Don't even know why she bothered to keep them.
Hopefully it works. Once we find out the place that Victor is using as a base for the cough syrup operation, we just throw it away.
Better throw it far away from here. Don't want Mrs. Wong to pick it up again.
Looks like some industrial area.
Hasn't moved for quite some time already, right?
No?
Hey, you sure you want to do this? Last chance if you want to back up.
I have no choice.
Hello? Yeah. There's somebody making illegal cough syrup. Maybe you all better go and take a look.
Later at home, we can eat ice cream. That day at the minimart, I saw my favorite ice cream. Your father used to buy it for me on his way home from work as a surprise.
Yeah, I remember.
You also used to like it. You know, the lime flavor one with vanilla inside? I bought 6.
I used to buy it after school.
You and your father have the same taste. I know I shouldn't be taking so much sweet things, but I thought, yeah, long time we haven't eaten this.
It's okay to enjoy once in a while.
Plus, it was our wedding anniversary a few days back. I was just thinking about other things we used to enjoy. Your father worked so hard so that he could give us a good life.
Ma, do you remember how often was he like away overnight?
Can't remember already, but it was quite often. There was one period he was involved in a lot of police ops. Sometimes we won't see him for one whole week. But he always made extra effort to spend time with us, even though he was so busy.
Well, that's kind of like the least that he could do, right?
Like taking you to ride bicycle at East Coast, or he will follow me to sing karaoke at the CC.
You have so many memories with him.
Luckily, most of them are good. Or maybe I only want to remember the good things.
Hello, Ace.
So, are we still on tonight?
That's the thing.
I have decided. I don't mind following you on a stakeout. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I'm sure there are security concerns about me following you on a raid.
Actually, that's not possible because you're not a police officer yet.
Fine. I'll just settle for a tour of the CID office.
No, that's not gonna happen. Ace, I called you to tell you that I've just been activated.
For what? A terror threat? Or a hostage situation? Murder?
You know I can't tell you.
Just trying my luck.
So, rain check on tonight?
No problem.
Okay. Thanks. Spoke to one of my guys. He heard that there was a raid at the location we gave. Some people were arrested.
What about Xiao Gao Victor?
He was one of them.
So they found proof they were making cough syrup, right?
Should be. At least you can put all this behind you. Are you going to tell Hui Qing?
Only what she needs to know.
You're not eating. I thought you said this was from a famous stall and all.
I just told you I might have a half-brother. I cannot know that.
And in the meantime, the food you queued an hour for is getting cold. Come on. One thing I learned in prison is that no matter what happens, you should still eat. Nah. So what? This boy still doesn't know you're related to him?
And he's a good boy. That makes it even harder.
Well, whatever issues you have with your dad, you shouldn't be taking them out on Ace. None of what happened is his fault.
Yeah, I know.
Your head is telling you one thing, but your heart is telling you another.
You know, I really hate what my father did. But I also know he would be so proud to have a son like Ace.
Come on, just cry it out.
What do you mean you know everything?
Because I followed you and I saw you hand over your clothes to that man.
In the first place, why did you follow me? You don't believe me?
Was it worth it or not? You tell me.
I had my reasons.
Ayo, Tony, I know how much you love your old clothes. You're sentimental. We both are. And you can't bargain to save your own life, okay? You're just too nice. Those clothes are worth way more to you than whatever that Karang-Guni man paid.
I know, but it's recycling for a good cause. I just wanted to free more space for iCraft things.
You don't have to do that. Why should I be the only one who takes up space in this flat for things that I like?
Because want you to be happy.
I want you to be happy too. You know that, right?
Food is here. Oh, thought I had enough of this when I moved out. Nah, supper. Kayla brought extra.
Good, thank you. Starting to feel peckish.
Me too.
Okay, I'm leaving before I throw up, okay?
Whatever happened to you that time, don't worry. I've settled everything. It won't happen again.
That's good to know. Thanks, Dad. Do I want to know how?
No.
Fair enough. But you good? You and Mum?
Yes?
Well, then so am I.
Thanks for understanding.
And thanks for doing whatever you needed to do.
Good night.
How do you know where my father's ashes are?
I tell you how. It's called good detective work.
What? I couldn't stop him. He saw a video online.
So I canvassed around the neighborhood and questioned all the aunties and uncles who knew your father. By all accounts, Inspector Colin Chang was a good policeman.
You did that all by yourself?
Hey, you left something out, huh?
Oh, and I also tricked her into telling me where the ashes are.
And how did you pull it off?
A good detective never reveals his secret.